Correspondent Tolulope Ogunjobi in Calabar, Cross River State, to bring us up to speed. Tolu, quickly tell us how it's going with regards to accreditation as well as votes being cast thus far.
All right, yes, Veronica. Well, around Calabar metropolis here, voting started around about between 8:30 to 9 and past 9 in some cases. As at the time we stepped out at past 7, there were most of the polling units, there were no activities there at all. But we saw voters already on the ground, ready to exercise their franchise, putting up things for the polling officers and the supervisory polling officers, and of course all others that will take part in this process to have a conducive environment. So we saw that on our way, but after visiting like 3-4 polling units, we got to the 5th one where full activity actually started at about 7 minutes past 9 a.m. And it's been like that as I speak with you. You can see pictures around me, more than 4 units around this area where it's the hall, Unit Golf 3 field, Unit 15, Ward 8. And there are lots of units here, about 3 of them, and everything is going on orderly here. Accreditation and voting is going on simultaneously, and there's been no hitch. The Beavers machine also being used here. What I've seen, there's been no issues with it at all. Once you check your names on the list, your name is there, you go to the actual line you're supposed to be on, and once you get there, they check your facial, once they get a confirmation on the Beavers machine, you just go ahead and get the ballot paper and you cast your ballot. So it's been seamless here. Security presence is also commendable. As of yesterday, more than 6,500 policemen were deployed across the 18 local governments in Cross River State. We have 3,281 units across this state where voting is taking place as I speak with you, Veronica.
Right. I'm looking at the line and I'm wondering if the people are adhering to the provisions of the Electoral Act that states that the men and the women will have separate lines.
Well, that is not happening here. Clearly, the men and the women are actually on the same on the same line. I think on this side we have, yes, men and women both on the same side. They're just on the same line. You can see beside me here, you see men and women, they are on the same line. So that is not happening here. But there's a little bit of gap, and everyone is taking his or her time one after the other to get accredited and get to cast the ballot. The process is indeed seamless. And I must say that at the moment, with what we can report, and we've not heard reports of violence from anywhere, everyone is going about this as peaceful as they can. But there's this, is it that we note across the board, everyone.
Right. Reporter Tolulope Ogunjobi speaking with us from Cross River State. Tolu, are you still there?
Around this process.
Right. Right. One quick question.
Yes, I am. I can hear you.
Yes. One quick question I'd like to ask is about persons living with disabilities. What has been the situation with them? Have you seen any being accredited?
Yes. They have been attended to specially. You see one of the security agencies, either from the Federal Safety or the National Civil Defense Corps, they will assist the person and get the person directly to the polling officer, where he will get cleared and he will get screened, and he or she would be allowed to vote. There was a case of an elderly man at a polling booth before I got to this spot. He had issues with his sight, and someone had to stay beside him for him to be able to vote. So some polling agents there got angry about that, thinking that maybe the man might not want to vote for a particular party, but it was later resolved, and they agreed that everyone was going to decide on whoever you want to vote for, and they made it better arranged than it was before. So I think around that, they are working towards it, and they are making sure that everything is going on orderly as planned. So those with challenges are also being attended to.
All right. Thank you, Tolulope, for that update. We'll definitely get back to you as events unfold.